Welcome to the podcast. This is We the One podcast. First episode, so what you can look forward to on this podcast is just, sports talk, life talk, you know, just whatever I feel like talking about. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you for tuning in. Um, my opinions ain't always right, they're just my opinions. So, let's get into it. First thing I want to start off with is youth football. I mean, look, youth sports is so it's so important as far as playing, middle school ball, high school ball, the next level. It's like, elementary is important to go to middle school. You know what I'm saying? Same concept. So just a little. This is for the parents. This part right here, man. When you send your child to a coach, man, like when give them a little pep talk. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I know this gonna be, it's gonna be a little tedious, but man, when you get to the end, it's gonna be so worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like put in the work. You know what I'm saying? Do what you need to do. Give it your all and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's like, hey, us as parents, we got to give our babies the best opportunity to, be great, to win. You know what I mean? So that means we got to train them at home. We got to train them at home. You cannot expect your baby to be the GOAT if you only training him when he go to football practice. Because coach got other kids, other players, other stuff. This coach may not be as good as this coach. This coach may specialize in that. You got to work with your child at home. You got to. I don't care if you're just making them run around the house a whole bunch of times, different things, to get them advantage, stamina. You know, it don't always cost money to train. Use YouTube. Y'all use Google for everything else. Google some exercises that you can do, you know what I'm saying, with your child. But you have to you have to give what you got. You ain't got to be the richest to, you know what I'm saying, take them outside and just, you know what I'm saying, just work with them. Throw the ball, catch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, say you know what I'm saying, you're a single mother, right? Guess what you do? Hey, man, listen, man, I'm finna have you run up and down the street. I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? Because let's be honest, women will step up and get out there, and I see it all the time. I'm telling at my park, I see it all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it is very important because the other kids are training. The other kids are doing this, and if your child don't really, you know, want it, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to live through your child, shame on you. PP on you. You know what I'm saying? That's horrible. You shouldn't do that, man. You had your turn. You wasn't good. You made a mistake. You did whatever. You messed up. Let it go, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let that man, let that baby, you know what I'm saying, do what they want to do. But, hey. So look, here's what a coach is looking for when you bring your child to team. A coach really just wants somebody that's willing to listen, willing to put in the work. You understand what I'm saying? Um, you know, if you know your child is a whiner, give the coach a little heads up, man. Know what I'm saying? Because everybody not gonna walk in this motherfucker like, just no, bro. And nobody just walking down. I'm gonna wait a minute. Some people do, But not everybody just walk in there ready to just hit and play football and just, you know what I'm saying, be physical. Nah. Someone you gotta bring it out of. But, you know what I'm saying? Listen, wanna do it. Stop bringing us these kids that ain't really invested, that really don't want to do it. They only doing it for you. You're gonna get the child hurt. You're gonna get him hurt when you do that, man. Another thing I seen on Facebook, right? People jumping in the like coaches chat, you know, like the football, you know, the advertisement groups jump in there and say, y'all taking it so serious. You football don't matter. You sound dumb as shit. And I could tell you were somebody who never played, didn't make the team, got cut, and probably anyway. So let's go ahead and debunk that right now. You ask any coach, any middle school coach, anybody who's played middle school football, high school football, and they're gonna tell you. The coach at the school, he don't want to sit there and go over how to make the right bread basket. He don't want to sit there and teach you your gap assignment, teach you your holes, teach you how to block the proper way to. Bruh, they got too much going on. It's all these kids and it's only 2 hours. You see what I'm saying? It's not like they want you to learn that in youth football. They want you to how to learn. You're supposed to be taught all the fundamentals before you get to middle school. So how youth football is not important? We'll wait. Tell us, how is it not important? That is the dumbest. That is so like, it's baffling to me. Also, so look, parents, don't let anybody coach your child, man. You cannot just say, oh, well, this park has so many, championships or this, man. You got to look for a coach that's actually, teaching. Okay, how about this? It depends on what your child needs. But walking in day one, you want a coach that's teaching. You see what I'm saying? Another red flag, if a coach has a problem with your child asking questions, you need to immediately grab your child and get out of there. Get out of there right then. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna learn something that don't ask questions? That's all. And I learned that coaching that a lot of people do that, and I think that is like, how you a teacher and you don't like questions? You know what I'm saying? Like, then you'll see the kids. They'll be like, you can see on their face like they want to ask you something, but they think like, oh man, I'm finna get in trouble if I asked it. No, man, you don't need no coach like that. You know what I'm saying? Now, does your coach have to have a playing career? No, you don't have to play football to be knowledgeable of football or to, know the game. But I feel like if I never drove a race car, how can I teach you how to drive a race car? I drove a car, but not a race car. You know what I'm saying? So I guess I'm a little on the fence on that. I feel like you should have some kind of football experience. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's, playing, coaching, you know what I'm saying? You know, studying, you know what I mean? Because you don't have to, you can learn about football without actually playing. Now, will you get better experience playing? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, you don't necessarily, he doesn't have to be a football guy, but you got to look at it like this. The coach that you let coach or coaches that you let coach your child now while they're young, they are molding, making the player that they're going to be 5, 6, 7 years down the line from now. You see what I'm saying? Like right now, I'm 42 years old. I can remember back at Pop Warner, even when I was like playing 6U, like I can't remember the coach's name, but I can see his face clear as day. Know what I'm saying? And he was the head coach. I was playing for the Lackawanna Warlords at the time, and I'll never forget it. Um, Boom. So it was like the end of the play. It was like the end of the game, and boom! I went to tackle this kid, and I mean, he ran my pussy ass over. Ran me over. Boom. Know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm crying in the ground. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm talking about Wade ran me over good. Know what I'm saying? So, the coach, you know, he grabbed me. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He like trying to get the ref attention. Like he hurt. You know what I'm saying? Blah blah blah. Like I guess like trying to get them to stop the clock. I don't remember the situation exactly. I remember I'm telling you I was 6. You know what I'm saying? And needless to say, the referees they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like he ran me over clean. It was clean. You know. So I remember after the game, my daddy, he had only games he wasn't at was when I started playing for the private school and we played games during school hours. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, he had every game. So he walked up to me, and you know, I'm still crying. Now, mind you, my daddy is Christian. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't one of them play Christians. He one of them Christians. No offense. He is one of them Christians that have been Christian my entire 42 years of existence. And I can count on one hand how many times I have heard him use a cuss word, use a bad word. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, wipe your damn face. That's borderline for me, especially for a Christian. You know what I'm saying? He said, wipe your damn face. You know what I'm saying? So the sternness in his voice made me be like, you know what I'm saying? Get it together, boom. So I remember it was like my mama was going their way because my sister, you know what I'm saying, she's small. She was small. So I remember it was go with my mom and them and go with my daddy. And usually it's an option. But today, daddy like, no, you coming with me, get in the truck. You know what I'm saying? Oh, so we get in the truck like a real one. He like, hey, don't you ever cry during football again. Do you understand me? And the way he said, do you understand me? That was one of them, do you understand me? Like if you say anything other than yes, sir, I'll knock your block off. Know what I'm saying? So, got it together, boom. So we go back to practice. You know what I'm saying? And the coach like pulled me to the side. He like, hey, you okay? I'm gonna tell. He asked me, I'm okay, stuff like that. Anyway, you know, I ain't really get it. But as a 6-year-old child, I remember him saying that he apologized, that he was sorry for making me look weak. was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're a 6-year-old child. You take it and you just, okay, I forgive you. You keep going on about your business. And later on in life, especially, you know, once I, you know, became old enough to completely, you know, look back, understand this, I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He was a real one. You know what I'm saying? I don't know a lot of coaches that apologize to players. You know what I'm saying? And long story short, well, I don't pretty much told you the whole story now. But the thing, what I'm saying is, he could have kept going about with his business, doing whatever he was doing, not worried about, you know what I'm saying? Hey, nigga, that was last Saturday is over. You know what I'm saying? Whoop-de-whoop. But the fact that, you know, it sat on his mind or his heart, or maybe my daddy said something to him, maybe my mama said something, I don't know. But either way, for me as a player to remember a coach going back and apologizing and caring about my feelings, you know what I'm saying? That is something that I personally took from him. And that go back to what it's saying about what I was saying about, you know, it's better if you just have a little football experience, you know what I'm saying? Because there's certain situations that they'll be in that you can relate to, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh, I remember when I was here, I know how to get over this. Or I remember a situation like this, and this is how coach handled it. This. If you don't learn from the people that come before you, then you ain't too bright. Um, it is like, wow. It is, you know, again, man, I wish I knew that coach name so I could remember his name so I could shout him out. You know what? Next time I talk to my mama, I'm going to ask her what his name is. But, ooh, he was pretty. He wasn't old. No, he probably about my mama age. He should still be alive. Yeah, he should still be alive. So let's move on to the next set of topics, man. So, as a Jaguar fan, go Jags. You know, everyone's talking about Tom Brady and Bill Belichick not making the Hall of Fame first ballot. They don't deserve it. Thank you. Thank you for y'all finally stop kissing Tom Brady's ass. Thank y'all for stop holding them on a pedestal that they do not deserve. And I know some of y'all, when I said that just now, your mouth, what? I'm glad you said that. Now, let's get into it. While I say this, let's get into it. Okay, now, the Patriots have been confirmed. The Patriots have been caught cheating 2 different times. Now, let's break down Bill Belichick, Tom Brady. I got 7 rings. Let's break it down. Okay? Now, the first time they got caught was Spygate, which was in 2007. Spygate, this is you go look it up yourself now. Spygate, they were confirmed for recording opponents' plays from 2000 to 2007. From 2000 to 2007. Okay, Ricky, what is that? They won the Super Bowl in 2002, 2004, 2005. Those are years that it is a direct impact of Spygate. Direct impact. You see what I'm saying? Direct. I mean, you are literally caught for cheating. Like, you caught. And then, don't forget now, hold on now, we ain't you know, I'm on every time I can the Patriots. The man say, Bill, we know what y'all be doing, bro. Don't do it to us, bro. We ain't gonna say nothing about y'all doing it to them, bro. We gonna keep it 1K. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, record them, bro. Just don't do it to us, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get what Bill say. All right, bro. We ain't gonna record y'all, man. Everything good. Get what Bill do. Bill recording people. They what? Blow the whistle. Peter Powder, blow your whistle. Know what I'm talking about? Hold on. Okay. So now that's 3 of your rings. Tainted, proven, cheater. Okay. Now the Deflategate. You got caught deflating balls. Pause. In 2015. Then you win the Super Bowl the same year that you get caught cheating. And the NFL let y'all keep them rings. Now they punish y'all for cheating, but then they let y'all keep the rings. That like me saying, that like the government saying, all right, you robbed the bank now. We're gonna put you in jail, make you do your little time. But when you get out, we're gonna let you keep the money. How many people wouldn't rob the bank right now? A lot of people be like, boy, I robbed the bank, but I get 4 or 5 years, boy, I go back to be with like 100, you know what I'm saying, 100 racks, something like that. Shit, swap it out. I'm just saying. So, how, if Tom Brady and Bill Belichick are convicted cheaters, and don't forget Tom Brady went to the highest court and still lost. He went to the highest court and lost. So that's 4 confirmed cheating. 4 confirmed. 2002, 2004, 2005, 2015. That's 4 years, right? So, if he were anyone else, we would say, oh no, he's cheating. Now, I know this is a little bit off topic, but now y'all say, hey, the ring that Braun won during COVID is a bubble ring. That's tainted. It ain't no good. It ain't this. It ain't this. Brian. But Braun didn't get caught cheating. Braun didn't break no rules. So how is LeBron's bubble ring tainted and Tom Brady's convicted cheater rings count? Bill Belichick convicted rings count. Make it make sense. How is this man the GOAT? How is Tom Brady the GOAT? He's not my GOAT. I mean, y'all can have him. He could be y'all GOAT, but he's not my GOAT. Joe Montana is my GOAT. Mr. 4 for 4, no cheating. Big 49ers, no cheating. No scandals. No Deflategate. No Spygate, Bountygate, Colgate. Well, he do be brushing the teeth. Okay, keep it clean, baby. Know what I'm saying? None of that. But Joe ain't the GOAT. Joe is the GOAT. No quit, no scandals. Just like, I mean, like, it's frustrating when it's all this evidence right in front of people's face and people choose to look the other way. But then when LeBron James, you know what I'm saying, the king of Akron, everybody got their little hate, they little this. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the strength of keeping it 100, if you really look, they wasn't really, the Patriots wasn't shit before they started cheating. Let's just call it what. Let's just call a spade a spade. They wasn't shit before they started cheating. What was Bill Belichick record before 2000? He got fired out of the other place. One place he left, but he was on the hot seat about to get fired when he got Tom. When the boy Drew Bledsoe went down and Tom came in, man. Let's just keep it 100, man. Let's just keep it 100, man. Why? do y'all do it? Because I don't do that shit. Why do y'all do that? Hmm? Is let me see. I think Joe Montana the GOAT. Um, Joe Montana, Patrick Mahomes. I don't care what you say, bro. Patrick Mahomes is in the conversation, bro. He is. I don't care what just happened to that man. Man, listen, bro. The man did it with no cheating, no nothing. Like, what? I think it was like 3 and 4 years or something like that. With no cheating, not knowing the other team play. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm glad I just said. And those of y'all that's about to rebuttal me and be in my comments talking about Tom ain't need that. That was Bill. Bill, that was all Bill. It was Bill. Hey man, shut your nasty mouth, bro. Cause me, as a quarterback, who played quarterback, anybody would come and say, you ain't gotta play quarterback. You just play football. If I know what your plays is, I know what your tendencies is, you come out of line this, y'all change the audible, and when I hear this audible, I know what it is. That gives me an unfair advantage. And if it wasn't helping them, then why would they be cheating? If it didn't change the impact of the game, it didn't do nothing, why do it in the first place? Because it gave them an unfair advantage. It helped them. That's why I can't stand New England fans, and I can't stand Tom Brady fans. Y'all don't want to keep it real. Everybody want to pass the blame around. Oh, this. Hall of Fame committee, y'all got it right. You did it right, bro. Like, they don't deserve to go right now. I don't think they deserve. They got caught cheating 2 times. 2007. Over from 2000 to 2007 the first time. And then they cheated instead of 8. In 9 years, holler at us, boy. In 9 years, holler at us, cheating ass dude. Yeah, man. Again, these are my opinions, my feelings. I hope you enjoyed this episode of We the Ones podcast, man. Comment, like, subscribe, share. Let me know your opinions, what you think. You know, what you like, what you don't like. You know what I'm saying? I'm open for all the smoke. Hey man, stay safe.